Welcome, everybody, to RimWorld. We got a lot of stuff to discuss off the bat here. The big one is that there was a new Vanilla Expanded module release, that being Vanilla Expanded Power. Now, it says on the mod page that you can add it to existing save games, but you'll have to make some changes to ensure that it works properly. So it adds two essentially new types of Steam Geyser. It adds these things here, the Helixian gas geysers. And it also adds something else called a chem fuel pond. There's one right there. Now, on the Steam Workshop page, it says that you'll have to manually add them, which I did. I added one up here in our farms, and I added one over here in, obviously, I will admit, very convenient to our base, but I wanted to see the mod. The important thing was, you know, we didn't want it to be on the other side of the map, because let's be reasonable, we're not going to build a gas generator on something on the other side of the map, and we're never going to be able to see the mod. So I wanted to build it convenient to our base so that we could actually see what the mod has to offer, but some other ones have spawned in anyway. Like, I didn't place these ones over here, so I'm not entirely sure what's happened with that. I didn't place this chem fuel pond either. Is that all of them? Yeah, there's like 3 in this small area that I didn't put down, so not entirely sure what happened with that. The only reason I know they exist is because I double-clicked on that one and saw it said chem fuel pond ×2, and then noticed the other one down here, so no idea. No idea what's caused those to spawn in, but hopefully we'll be able to take a look at those today. Obviously, we're getting advanced computing. We'll finish that one off, and then I think it's called, like, gas processing. Gas extraction, that's it. So, for those of you who played Dub's Hygiene mod, I would say it's somewhat akin to the systems used in that. Actually, no, you know what? It's similar to Rimmerfella out of all the mods. That basically you obviously extract this thing, you store it in tanks, you process it into various different things using piping systems. It's very similar to a lot of the other things that we've seen there. Or, for example, if you've seen electricity in base game mod. Anyway, we'll take a look at that hopefully before the end of today. The other thing was that we obviously at the NES Day got a free Blizzarisk clutch mother, which is really hard to say. A lot of you have pointed out that this thing will not, the eggs that it lays won't ever be hostile. Those will always just join our colony. Everyone came up with these really cool ideas, like build it a little lair and have it be self-sufficient. The downside is, though, it's got heat stroke, and it's outside in 2-degree weather. So I don't know how the hell we're going to keep this thing alive, because it's, unless I limit it to just the freezer, the downside to that is, though, we'll have to be constantly fishing to keep it fed. We might genuinely have to limit our Blizzarisk. Imagine the horror of being poor Upsa. Every day you go to make people breakfast, you go into this room filled with hundreds of tiny little baby spiders. I like this idea. I think it could be kind of fun. Imagine being a raider, dropping, like, drop pod. Oh, we'll land in their freezer. That's safe. It's double walled in there. Just a fucking spider lair in the dark. That's fantastic. I'm up for it. Let's do it then. Why not? That might be the only way we can also keep the... Bear in mind the eggs as well, like we talked about. The eggs were breaking down until I'd put them in the freezer too, so I think this is kind of our only area. I'm just going to call it freezer for the time being. That should probably do the trick, and then we'll let it have the biggest radius possible. I'm just worried it might end up eating too much of our food. There was another comment that said name it something cute, like, for example, Muffin. So I've named it something cute, for example, Muffin. Muffin, Guardian of the Freezer. Now, there was a little bit of a concern as well that it has 300% wilderness. We do have the Taming Reversion mod, and we also have Animals Logic. So it might have 300% 300% wilderness. It might not. I have no idea in what order those mods will apply their own calculation. That either it won't go back to the wilderness, or it will be affected by Animals Logic and make it go back to the wilderness, but slower than it is right now. But we'll have to keep an eye on it and sort of see how that goes. In the meantime, though, we've got Muffin, Guardian of the Freezer. We'll have to make sure there are plenty of fish being grabbed here. Although we do have, in hindsight, plenty of fish. Good God. 1,580 there and then another 101. Jesus, we've got almost 2,000 little fishes there for our spider to eat. What type of... What can it eat? I assume it eats just about anything, or maybe it's just carnivorous. Raw meat, corpses, animal products, meals, processed foods, kibble. Right, so it is basically a carnivore, unless we want to make it... We might want to make it some kibble to dump in the fridge as well. We don't have the stat limit mod this time around, though, do we? No, we don't. So any kibble will automatically go here. That's all right. Honestly, we'll just let the spider... As long as we've got enough food to feed our people, I don't care really how much it eats. And then the other thing I've remembered that we've got to do is apparently there's a tax spot. Drops. Oh, there's a drop spot for where trade ships drop their stuff. That's really useful. There's apparently a tax spot too, though. Tax bot. There we are. Ah, cool. Okay, so anything that traders will drop down will land there, and anything that our people leave from the other settlements in terms of taxes will land on that one, making it kind of convenient. We could always drop it out of the back here. That way it's a bit safer, but right next to the stockpile is more than sufficient, I think. I don't think we need to worry about it to that extent. Okay, cool. What else was there? I couldn't have noticed there are a lot of various spots on this one. A milking spot. So if we put that in the freezer, would animals automatically move into the freezer? But they can't actually get to it because of their area limitations. I guess we'll put that there then. Shearing spot, I guess we'll put that one close to the stockpile as well. It's also on the animals' routes. We'll put that one down. Okay. That's a really cool mod. I completely forgot we had it down. I'll have to make sure I use that one more frequently. My whatware? Oh, weapon cache pods. Right. Oh, nice. We got a marksman rifle and a freaking minigun. Okay, cool. So, one of the modules, one of the vanilla expanded modules, the spacer furniture, I think it is, adds a... What is that thing even? Oh, is there another one? Oh, right, that's the one we saw earlier. Adds the repair shelf, which means that even if we get these guns, say, for example, the Xenotech basic marksman rifle that's kind of heavily damaged at this stage, wow, look at the accuracy, though. That's really good. 75% social impact. Oh, no, what a shame. We can still repair those. They're not just a lost cause, so we're not just going to use them until they break down. I really should put down some repair shelves for anything below, say, 75% hit points, because we're wearing tattered apparel still, and I imagine a lot of the marine armor and things that we've stripped from... Yeah, 244 out of 350, and I imagine that is contributing to what's being tattered. This is from Lobo, there we are. So I also want to build as many settlements as possible. That's my new goal. I did sort of talk about the idea very briefly yesterday, but I just think it'd be really, really fun to have a ridiculous amount of settlements down, wherever is profitable, wherever makes sense to turn into a new settlement. We'll go ahead and do that. Now, I know right now we don't have the... whatever that thing is called, where they... Wanderlust, that's it. Where we have the 50% lower settlement cost. But I'm just going to do it now. The sooner we build it, the sooner we can start getting some more profit out of it, right? And the game isn't too difficult at this stage. I will admit some of these raids are getting very lethal. We are on Hildegard Merciless after all. But we might as well start capitalizing this while we've got the silver. How do I found a new settlement again? Bills, events, colonies. There we are. Create new colony. Okay. I'm going to stick to the mining ones because those seem like absolute cash cows. I guess anywhere with the 1.25 modifier is absolutely fine. Animals or logging there have 1.5. How much is each resource worth? I guess is my new question. For example, are the mining resources at the base value worth more than food, for example? But if they're all the same, then of course this one's going to be worth quite a lot because we've got 1.5 times on animals, 1.5 times on logging. So we could go for something like that instead. Plus we've got to pick where we put down our next... Why don't we test it? Quite simply, why don't we test it? Let's put one down there. It's 2,250 silver. We've got more than enough silver to make that happen. How much have we got back in our... How much have we got back in our base? We've still got another 3,000, so we're good. Basically, the taxes from one settlement will pay for the tithe on the other, and then the taxes from the other settlement will just pay for new settlements, and then those settlements will obviously more than cover the cost of the increasing settlement tax. Very cool. Okay, how's the research coming along then? Because that is now our newest priority, because I want to see everything this mod has to offer. Delta is... What were they doing? I'm getting the strangest deja vu right now. What were they just doing in that prison? I'm not sure. Log? Ask Eugene to join. Show all? What are you people... I'm getting the strangest deja vu right now. Did this literally not happen in another series? Like 2 people in a prison doing... God knows what. Anyway, how are we looking with our prisons then? So, you are... You're the one that we were harvesting the organs from, right. You're okay because you've got 11.7. We need another crafting because we don't have anybody good at crafting. This guy has 20 animal skill. Yeah, obviously you're getting recruited. I'm just making sure that some of them are set to recruit as well. This guy is another one that I'm not too interested in. Death acidified. You can't remove that, can you? Death. No, you can't. Okay, that does make a lot of sense here. What do you like, Mr. Anime? Is that the protagonist of a Final Fantasy game? What have we got here? Careful shooter, industrious. Were your traits good? Is that why? No, this guy is terrible. Honestly, this guy is so bad, I might just go ahead and release him. Just because right now, I know he's a member of the Broken Empire, but it's just increasing the chance of the prison breaks being much more of a problem. He's just a terrible character. I don't even want his organs, he's that bad. Yeah, everyone else, even if they don't have good stats, have decent traits. So I'm pretty happy with the lineup we've got here, and everyone is being recruited as well, so... Nothing to worry about in that regard. How's our Blizzard Risk doing? Still only 2 eggs, huh? Somebody said in the comment section as well that these produced Hyperweave, but I'm not sure if that's these ones, or whether it's the... Oh, maybe it's just the Clutch Mother that doesn't do it, because it's a different species. Maybe the baby Blizzarisks are the one that make Hyperweave. If that's the case, that would be incredible for, I mean, training crafting skill, but obviously making a load of cash as well. Collis exited the map healthy. I'm not sure about that one. Naked might be the right... He exited the map naked might be the right word. We've got a lot of stuff to research for the new vanilla expanded mod, right? So what I'm thinking is we'll get Loathing some field experience here. Bear in mind, this guy is 4 out of 20 on his social skill, which makes him the joint second best warden we've got out of everybody. More importantly, he's got that double passion in it, so it'll help increase his skills will increase obviously very fast. More importantly, it'll keep him entertained as well. The only reason I'm doing that is because there are so many prisoners. Delta is spending 90% of her time in the prison. Plus, it means this guy will have a great opportunity to train himself up as well. I'm going to send Delta home. We've apparently got some components to build, and then after that, we'll let her join in with the research, because that's going to take a hell of a long time. But the advanced computing basically acts like another multi-analyzer, so to speak. Collins needs treatment. Who? Why? Oh, got ones. Right, of course, we've still got to deal with that. And also, to be fair, I didn't actually consider this, but there's another good reason for diversifying our settlement production, is that the events obviously affect a particular resource. If we get one that affects mining, we're pretty screwed. So we'll try and keep it as diverse as possible. But again, if the profit from everything at base is the same, this in theory might be our most profitable settlement yet. How long till they get over there? Let's take a look here. 0.1 days. Oh, nice work. Oh, and the forest fires last, or the events, I should say, last around 5 days. So that could be fairly significant if one of our major mining quarries is hit by, is hit by whatever the equivalent for that is. I don't know, landslide, earthquake, God knows. That would seriously undermine the profits. It would destroy it. And we got a cold snap. Oh, shit. Okay. Heaters are on, though, aren't they? And everywhere has heating? Well, everywhere is vented together. I'm not going to go as far to say they have heating. We might need to put down another heater. Of course, we got our steel tied yesterday, so we are more than good in regards to resources here. I might put down another heater just sort of... who's the furthest detached? These two are connected up to... Like, this heater is their closest one. Delta and Ups have a unique one. Maybe I'll put one all the way down the other side of the base here. Because these guys are all sharing from this one. It's obviously quite a big room as well. Let's make sure there's a nice even distribution. Oh, look, we got our baby Blizzarisks there. Oh, it looks as if they don't produce. Oh, God. 98%. Okay. Training to Cairnsville, 6.1 days. Oh, no. It looks as if, unfortunately, they don't have anything that they produce. Unfortunately, it looks like they don't produce the Hyperweave. Shit. Does it say on here? Blah, 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 blah. Goes in for Ice Fang. Oh. Someone thought that creating supersized spiders for Hyperweave web production was a good idea. The home planet's reduced to a marble water world completely purged by atomic fire. Maybe they do? I mean, it clearly says it in the description, but it doesn't on there. They have to be adults before they start producing. Maybe that's it. Maybe they have to be adults before they'll start producing any items. But of course, we've got tame enabled anyway for all the animals, and we've got a lot of people capable of decent animal skill. So in theory, we should be able to keep them tame. That should be the last of the heaters. So how are we keeping? That one was, yeah, it started getting fairly cold down that end of the base, but I think we're all good now. One of those rooms, I saw that was like a minus. Oh, did I accidentally? I think I accidentally hovered outside. That's fine. Another thing we've got to do as well is, of course, carry on with the... Oh, that room's... Why's that room so cold? Oh, because it's actually not hooked up to anything besides that. Oh, you fool. Let's go ahead and put a vent through there as well. And seeing as we've got the kitchen has its own heater too, so we could always go like that and vent it all through into one another. Do you want to say, I don't know why I've got this one vented through. We'll go ahead and close that. Oh, because that was originally the kitchen, wasn't it? Right, got it. Another thing we want to do, of course, is set up the deep drills as soon as possible when we get around to that, so that we could turn our sprinklers back on so that our crazy high fertility farm can carry on. What happens with the... I mean, we've got the latrine. Is that not ready to be... Oh, 42%. And then after that, we can probably compost the rest of our... What do you want to call it? Farm back here? It's not really a farm. Right now, it is genuinely just frozen shit on the floor. That's horrendous. The smell must be so fucking bad. Oh, right. And of course, because Delta's been in the prison all day every day, she hasn't had time for management. And because we haven't had time for management, we've got no wood, which means our generators... how is that still got enough? It's got enough fuel for another 23 hours. I'm glad I noticed that before the end of today then, because we are just overnight keeping enough simply from the Tetra Slug. Without that, we would be absolutely digging into the negatives. Look, these are just coming on now and starting to cancel out the last of the watt usage. Yeah, we're good. So if it wasn't for this guy, the power would be going off overnight every night. So thank God for that. Let's go and get... I'm going to manually get Delta to, rather than make components, let's go ahead and prioritize managing to start off with and making sure that's okay. Why is she making more components? Oh, because we just wasted a shitload on... Right, we just wasted a shitload on the heaters. Oh, good, a breakfast party. I mean, everyone's in good moods anyway, so we don't really have to worry too much about having these 2 extra hours of recreation in the morning. But look at these guys. It's like they're living in luxury. I mean, they are living in luxury as far as our RimWorld bases go. This one's fairly nice. I am a big fan of the fishing farming combo at the back of the base. That works out quite nice. Obviously, it means we've got this constant, safe source of food. We've had it way many... Oh, right, because work kicked in. Does that even count as having attended a party? Apparently not. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, also, slept in the cold. Wait, Halatos' bedroom is in the cold? 13 degrees. Oh, it actually is. Wow. Even that's not enough to keep the whole base warm in the cold snap. Jesus. Well, I love that the new colony is called Devil's Pit as well. So what are we looking at here then? So the base is 1.5 for food, logs, or animals. And then it's got a 1.1 modifier for... Okay, so don't bother about food. Let's go for animals, just pure animals. What happens if you tithe animals then? That could be a bit strange. 700 and... Oh, I've got to remember as well that, of course, we've got the, specifically the bills, or what are they called again? The policies. That's it, to go for mining, correct? So we might want to flip that over to agricultural routes, 15% production to food and animals. 25% production to weapons, though. Oh, man, maybe that would be kind of useful. Have a weapon production colony. I imagine that would bring in the most profit, though, right? 20% bonus to mining. We can always change these, though, can't we? After we've already enacted them. Hang on. Policies and traits, mining guild. Repeal. Oh, for free. But it obviously just takes a while, I guess. Okay, cool. Right, so let's go for... I guess we'll go for agricultural routes then for a while, seeing as we've got this one down. I'll look up, see if there is like just a best setup. See if weapons, say, for example, the most profitable or something like that. All right, and then let's get down to building whatever we've got that will help out with animals, if anything. Wilderness Guild, 25% animal production. Very nice. 25% seems massive. Was the quarry that specific? Plus 0.5 to base mining production. Oh, wow. Although that's not 25% though, is it? That's a third. Oh, it's a 50% bonus. I should phrase it like that instead. Okay, fair enough. Right, okay, we'll build the usual stuff then. The migrant quarry. What else do we want to stick down here? I don't know if anything else actually helps out with animals. Again, we could also have variation in this single province. We could also go for logging camp, for example, but we don't have the bill enacted that matches that one. I think it's best just to stick with our regular stuff, like, for example, the Adventurers Guild, food, weapons, and apparel. We don't care about that too much, but we get the additional base tax, and then, what was the other one? The Rimazon. That was it. Rimazon Warehouse. Oh, we can't afford that one quite yet. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. How do we want to approach this? Because obviously I don't want to kill any of them, because they're all really good. Let's send Sharamus in. Let's put him on the front lines, and let's get everyone else as the backup crew. Let's go ahead and line everybody up there. Sharamus, you're going to get down here. Deactivate the robots. Oh, God, yeah. Deactivate the robots before they get in, starting to clean the place up. Right, recall all. There we go. Okay. Get out of there, Loathing. You are public enemy number 1 right now, my friend. See, they can pick through one door. They can pick through all of them? Okay. Well, that's a pain in the ass, because that's exactly why I built multiple doors, but never mind. Hold your ground, Loathing. We do not negotiate with terrorists. There we go. Good shit. Get in there. Honestly, just blow them away. Just blow them away. I'm not here to mess around with goddamn prisoners. Keep them down. Knock them dead. Our people are doing a pretty good job. I'm worried about Loathing actually getting shot more than anything else right now. That'll teach them. We need to set a precedent here. There is no escape. Oh, shit. Safara's been shot to death. Let there be a lesson to you. Safara didn't have to die. But alas, they behooved it on her. They said, come on, Safara, we can escape. Freedom's just around the corner, Safara. And now she's dead. You only have yourselves to blame for that one. You only have yourselves to blame. Let's go ahead and rescue whoever we've got. Excuse me, is there someone else here capable of... Excuse me, sorry, can you carry some prisoners for me? Eugene, that's it. Brilliant. Exceptional work. Did any of our people take damage? Loathing got bludgeoned a little bit by the looks of it. Shari got bludgeoned a little bit. Sharamus got bludgeoned a little bit, but nothing to really worry about. Tragic. Look at that. Where's Rose? Why is she not... Oh, she is doctoring to them, I was going to say. If any of them die, that's just a shame. That's just the cost of doing business, isn't it? They'll have learned a very valuable lesson here today. Don't bother tending to her. Seriously, don't bother. She's only there for an organ donation anyway. What are you doing? You just drop those 2 medicine on the floor and not bother tending to them. That's alright. That's fine. Can't help but notice we've got wildfire heading towards these gas and chem fuel pockets. Is that going to be an issue? I mean, it is a fuel, so you'd assume it'd be somewhat flammable. And of course, we know chem fuel is flammable. It says it's got 750 units chem fuel left. I imagine it regenerates over time, right? Is that going to be an issue? Well, we'll keep an eye on it. I don't think anything would happen, because that would obviously suck if you were just playing the game and then say it's tribal, for example, and a lightning bolt hit your chem fuel pond. That would not be ideal, right? I think it's fine. It looks as if it's not flammable, because that fire is, I mean, you can see the outline of the chem fuel pond there. The fires are dancing right along the edge of it. I've never realized how bad the fire in RimWorld looks before. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't think it's making any difference to it. Okay, cool. How are we doing with the research then? We're not. Delta, what the fuck are you doing? She's making more... Oh, for God's sake, the thing's turned off. Oh, that explains why we got tattered apparel then. Okay, you know what? Carry on. Seriously, you know what? Hey, you want to make clothes? You make clothes. You make clothes until you can't be bothered to make any more clothes. Oh, hang on, look. Left eye. Oh, oh, I didn't even notice that. Give me that. Remove part, left eye. Thank you. Dr. Kevin, no medicine. Change tactic. I had no idea you had that. Has anyone else got any Barnix that I may have missed? No, definitely not. Oh, that's cool then. Trade price improvement. We'll give that to Delta. Trade price improvement, negotiation ability, 110% efficiency. That we've got to give that to Delta, right? Seeing as she's our head diplomat, head negotiator, always the one on the trade missions. Taxes have been built. Nice. Okay, what are we looking at then in terms of... So profit from the other ones, 1,276. Nowhere near as good as the quarry ones. But again, that's to be expected given that the quarry or the mining bill is better than the equivalent animals bill. Still a good amount of silver, don't get me wrong. 1,277. Let's go ahead and take all that then. Silver to pay there. Oh, right, of course. We have to pay them. Right, I didn't even consider that. So we'll have to wait for the other taxes to come in first before we can finish our tithe. But to be honest, that was kind of to be expected anyway. We might as well get it set up like that so that as the taxes come in from the one thing, we can pay off the bill from the other. Let's get this automated computer system down. We don't have enough gold. We don't have enough gold? Well, of course we don't have enough gold. You wasted it on a toilet, you big fool. We may have to dig up some of the tiles. I'm sorry to say. We don't have a choice, unless there's any gold on the map, or maybe there was a butcher trader, but they're not going to have anything, are they? Maybe the tithe will bring in some gold. Who knows? They obviously won't. Okay. You know I got to do it. I'm so sorry to do it, but we are going to have to go backwards in terms of progress with our completely golden toilet room. How much is it? 70 gold per tile. Fuck me. Well, let's dig up a couple of them then. That's the downside to computing, I'm afraid. And then we'll go ahead and we'll stick down some wood floors to make up for that. I don't think anybody's ever used the golden toilet either. All right, nice. There we go. That's another 8% research speed. You know what's not nice, though? It's this. It's this right here. Giant insects tunneling towards you. Their hives will spawn more insects and more hives. Don't know why we can't jump to location, but it is right there. Luckily, it's fucking tiny. I can only assume that's down to the temperature because it's 6 degrees in the cave, but I didn't think that affected the size of the... actual insect raids. We've got 5 mega spiders. We've got 4 mega scarabs, 5 spellipedes, and then only like, what's that, 3 hives? 2 hives? 4 hives? 5 hives? The more I see them. Okay, right, okay. There's a decent amount of hives there. I was expecting more than that. Have we removed a load of colony wealth, maybe? From all our smelting? Excuse me. Graphs? Not really. I mean, it's basically almost at its peak still. Let's send in the team. Ascending the squad. This should be a fairly easy one to deal with, I hope. That's what we're waiting on here. Tax has been delivered. Nice. Does it count as being an R? Oh, we need to haul it. Shit. I was going to say we'll use that to get the tithe quickly, but we'll go ahead and get that hauled over. Payne, if you could. Little Payne. Little Payne, we're relying on you right now. Oh, Hauling Bot 8's on it. Thank you, Hauling Bot 8. We'll go ahead and use that to pay for our steel tithe. Right, there we are. Cracks squad. Let's send Sharamus in. How do we want to do this? I think we want to probably line up here first and try and bait them out. Let's see if we can send Sharamus like up here. Oh, he's got his paint. Oh, his paint stick was in his inventory all along? That doesn't sound right. Right, has he noticed us? Okay, here's how we'll do it then. One person there, and then we'll take either side of this, and then we'll have one. You go there. You go there. Sharamus, haul ass. Sharamus, little friend. Little friend, run. Okay, there we are. There we are. There we are. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to run him. Assuming this doesn't go horribly wrong. Up and down like this. This is already going horribly wrong. Oh, God. Oh, God, there's so many insects. Yeah, okay, this was a little more... It's a little bit more risky than I realized. Upster's doing all right. No panic. No panic. It's just Upster's taking a bit of damage so far. Sharamus is holding it down. Oh, he's not. He's doing absolutely nothing. Okay, switch back to your mace. Switch back to your mace. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, you move south. Delta comes south as well. Okay, that's like 5 people on that one thing. That's unnecessary. You guys run this side. Oh, God, I hope this is enough. Well, that was a bit messy to say that there weren't many insects. That did not go nearly as well as I was hoping. It would help if you guys actually hit the fucking thing. Good God. I guess it is dark. To be fair, it is dark down here. Okay, two more Mega Spiders left. That's all I really care about. Sharamus is down. He took a lot of damage there. High Psychic Drone Male. Oh, you wouldn't. Okay, well, thank God this wasn't a particularly big insect right then, because that would have fucking sucked. Everyone else, let's send him to go and dispatch these hives very quickly. Then where's Rose? Rose, you are absolved of duty. Let's get you down to the... Oh, my God. Let's get you down to the hospital ready to tend to Sharamus. Okay, well, that was a bit messy, but seems like we've come through it okay there. Not too bad. Just a couple more hives to take out there. Upset is bleeding out in 17 hours. Oh, taxis from the Devil's Pit have been delivered as well. Okay. Well, that was a little annoying. Thank God it was cold is all I can say there. Let's get this shit hauled as well. Let's go ahead and set that one to be finished off. Everyone else can now undraft. Okay, good work. Rose, you're tending to Sharamus, right? And how is everyone else looking then? Upster was the only one really injured. 16 hours left. And then What's It is good. What's It's absolutely fine. Oh, good God. So, to counteract the high psychic drone, I went as far to put them all on a pure recreation schedule again, but apparently it didn't really help out too much because now Helios has gone catatonic and has fallen asleep outside by a frozen pond. Actually, it's not even, we're not even dealing with cold snap anymore, so he was just sad. Great, okay. And then obviously, What's It, Upser, Sharamus as well, are all downed. Pork, what's wrong with Pork? Sad wandering, great. I thought it was another person then. Let's go and get Delta to... Did we actually get that eye in the end? Eye? What happened to the health? Did we not harvest it? Oh, yeah, we did. Aurum. Where did that end up then? Because it's not a biological... Oh, because it's not biological, it ended up there. Let's go and operate on Delta very quickly before we trade with anybody. She's got absolutely no health issues whatsoever. Go ahead and install it into a left eye then. That way we can kind of get prepared for... Let's go and get you rested, and then let's get Rose in here to do the operation right now. See if that way we can get this trader before they leave with that little bonus on top of it as well. Boom, there we go. Nice success. Okay, so what does that give again? That's a 20% trade price improvement. That's massive. Bear in mind that she no longer is wearing that hat that gave her the 20% too, so we're basically back to the way she was a couple of episodes ago when we were getting those insanely good prices. Second she's up, I'll make sure to trade with those guys before they leave. How are our bills doing? So that's everything paid for, so we should have a bit more... Steel? Oh, is it still being delivered? Yeah, someone taxis en route. It's going to get here any second now. So we have taxis from those guys been delivered. Only 1,000 steel this time, really. Oh, wait, hang on. Black beeswax? Where the hell did you get that from? Black beeswax? Well, they mined a load of beeswax? Well, that's not what I signed up for. And there's our final 2,300 silver there as well. So when she's back up, we're going to have plenty of stuff to trade. What trading site were they again? Completely forgotten. Agricultural trader. To be fair, we could buy a shitload of kibble. And I might not be against buying a shitload of kibble at this stage because I'm not sure if it's the spiders or I'm not sure if it's because it's the winter that we have basically no food left at all now. And we've got 8 Blizzarisks to feed and a clutch mother with another Blizzarisk egg coming about to hatch very soon. Good lord. What have we done? Is this a good idea? I mean, it's kind of funny, but... This is going to get out of hand so quickly. I can see by tomorrow this is just going to be way too much. Right, Delta is up on her feet. What's wrong with her? Why is she moving so slowly? Oh, because she's pregnant and has anesthetic. Right, we'll wait for that to fade away first. What the fuck is this move route? A minor as well. Hang on. Okay, is that going to affect her negotiation skills because of the anesthetic? Anesthetic, pain, consciousness, movement, manipulation, talking, metabolism, sight. Yeah, it absolutely will. All right, let's go ahead and let her do whatever it is she's got to do that takes her all the way around a route of the base. Bedpan? Outside frozen. Really? Is that where we're leaving that now? Oh, of course. The reason Helios is so affected by the Psychic Wave is because of the multiple mutant arms of the Psychic Amplifier we've got. So his Psychic Sensitivity is going to be massive right now. It's a shame there's not is there not a Psychic modifier? Maybe I'll check his character page. It's on here somewhere. Psychic Sensitivity. Psychic begins with P. Per Psychic Sensitivity. Where is that? There it is. 145%. Okay. It's actually not as high as I was expecting, but obviously that is completely debilitating. I'm really not surprised at all. What do you mean a few games of pool didn't cancel that out? There we go. Okay, right. So let's put everyone back on the regular schedule. Granted, they are all, you can see right now, planting crops in 1 degree weather. Why? All right. You know, I'm not going to question it. It's just remote things there. So let's go ahead and put them back to their regular schedule. I'm hoping at least we can get the last of the research done today so that we can check out the power stuff tomorrow properly. We've got 4,252 silver, 4,500 steel. Is Delta ready to Central Colony Management? Sure. Anesthetic is wearing off. We might just have to accept that that's as good as it's going to get. Oh, it's only affecting her, 10% lower consciousness, but it's either that or we're probably risking these guys flying away. Let's go and see what they've got then. Fuck! I'm so annoyed. God, shit, just as we got up to the fucking... Okay. Fine. What have you guys got then? The Stellar Miner. Yeah, beeswax they want to buy. I guess it counts as something that you mine for reasons. You're not supposed to make black candles. It's like bad luck or something like that, right? Okay, let's buy some more gold. That's the important thing here. We'll take the lot. Okay, maybe we won't. We'll buy, like 200 gold. That's fine. Closer to getting our pure gold bathroom. They haven't got any uranium. Plenty of plasteel, but the plasteel is going for the same price as the gold. And I've got to ask myself, which do I prefer? Advanced components, those wouldn't be bad to pick up. Maybe I'll buy some regular components as well, just to keep our people shut up for a while. Bear in mind, with the advanced components, the regular components will be able to upgrade their bedrooms. We'll be able to build some of these. I assume some of these in-game power stuff are going to require advanced components. We still haven't got advanced fabrication, because we don't have the power to be able to run it quite yet still. So I'm more than happy to buy a boatload of those. Sell off the beeswax, because we don't need that, and then we'll buy a little bit of extra gold for vanity reasons. Perfect. Okay, that was a pretty good trade, and don't forget we're going to get a shitload more taxes within a few days anyway, so I'm not even concerned that that was a waste of silver or anything like that. One of the big things we want to do when we get enough power is not only obviously be able to power the deep well so that we can turn these sprinklers back on, but turn this into one big indoor biome. With 400, what did it have, like 450% fertility with the sprinklers on as well? That plus the sun lamps, and we can put the sun lamps in kind of a sensible zone. We could roof over this whole thing. Make it into sort of this outdoor biodome where we can fish for our fishes or we can grow our crops and it doesn't matter the season, at which point we'd still be fed all year round. We wouldn't end up with a really crappy scenario like this where we've got a little bit of food and some cabbages. And we got a new recruit as well, the little goblin fella. What's he like? A depressive masochist. Masochist is obviously quite good. 11 crafting, right? So this guy can take over from Delta. He's also got a small passion in it. We are going to leave it there for today because I need to go and grab a name for my man. I'm not going to use his old name. He deserves a new name now that he's part of the colony. The new goblin guys. I'll check my list. If there's none on the list, I will grab some from the comment section. So bear with me on that one. I'll do some calls for names tomorrow. Thank you to the insane top tier level patrons for making this channel possible in the first place. Big thank you goes out to Slippy Nips, Harry McGowan, Blue the Lazy Archer, Silkworm, William Green, Pringles, Anthony Gully, DKO, Iguana Squad, Ninja Tree V, Jackson Woodman, Detective Fritz, Bacon Kitten, Necrophil, and Grimwolf, and everyone else at the insane tier levels on Patreon as well. Thank you guys, especially for this month and the coming months, for making the channel possible in the first place. And a thank you as well goes out to Goatfather, Euron DeVries, Big Weeb, Callum McLeod, RKL, Gabriel Van Ders, Dion, I am Sagataire, Will Wade, Hey, I'm Alex, Cody Cope, my name isn't Dio, Tentacle Beast Loves Trees, Noobmeister, Shlomo, Volta, Donald, Lampy, Wesley C, and everyone else at Patreon as well. Thank you guys for your support over there. See you all tomorrow for a new goblin friend. Just got like fucking goblins, orcs, and then regular human beings wearing futuristic power armor. We're somewhere between D&D and Star Wars at this stage, and I'm not quite sure where.